Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're hearing my voice from. This is Mama, the only Mama Egwueji, greeting from my locality. I hope you people are doing fine. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being there for me always. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the thumb up, and thank you for the shares. Okay, and if you just came across my video for the first time, thank you. And this is Mama Egwueji's channel. Please do not forget to subscribe, okay, share and comment, okay, and then that will make me to know that someone visited. Okay, if you are a YouTuber, I'll have to visit back. So thank you. Let the love continue to flow. So in today's video, I've been posting all we did in August meeting. Like you can see, that video I posted it early last week, and I posted part 2 again at the end of last week. So today's message is the final one, and the topic is very, very important for you to know. Okay, that is forgiveness. If someone has hurt you, someone has offended you, either in your husband's house, in your home, or anywhere, as human beings, please, this video is for you, unless nobody has ever offended you. But if you have also offended someone before, please, this video is for you. Cool down and watch it. You must surely gain something from it. In fact, this was what we gained from attending August meeting in this year 2022. So I'm going to leave it for you to watch here. Okay, I'm going to leave it for you to watch, for you to gain from what we also gained when we attended the when we went for August meeting 2022. So thank you for being there. Thank you for watching. So let me leave you now to watch. And after watching, please do not just watch and leave it. Do something. After hearing what the woman, Dr. Chinyere Uzodimma, after hearing what she said we should do, after hearing what Dr. Chinyere Uzodimma said we should do, please do it if you are a good Christian. We are always pointing fingers at others, but we forget to know, the very big log that is in our eyes, and we are always looking for that small thing that is another person's eyes, while we have a very big log in our own eyes. So please, after listening to her, do something. Nobody knows when the trumpet shall sound. So do something. You must do something according to the preaching, according to the message Dr. Chinyere Uzodimma is giving to us here. Okay? So please listen, watch, subscribe, and share. And if you can leave her a message also, please do. So happy viewing, my people. So watch her. You're welcome. Yeah, can you see her? That is Dr. Chinyere Uzodimma.
How long is it going to take you to forgive? Welcome back, everyone. As I said earlier on, I asked, how long is it going to take you to let go all the quarrels, all the malice, hatred, grudges you are bearing against people? How long is it going to take you to do that as a Christian, as a child of God? Now, how do you forgive? There are certain steps you can take to enable you forgive completely. Number one is you have to open up. Talk it out to ease your mind. Draw the offender's attention. Express your feelings. Sometimes it may not be what you think. You may feel offended, but the person you are annoyed with may not know even that you offended her or you offended him until you draw the person's attention. And when you draw the person's attention, if he or she is somebody that has conscience, he will say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I never knew I hurt you. Please, I'm very, very sorry." If it is those arrogant people, they will not care. But because that process, that step you took to bring the person's attention, to that particular matter will ease your tension. That is why it is good to open up. Don't carry it in your mind and it becomes a burden to you. Now, the second one is have empathy and compassion because we are not perfect. When you are dealing with human beings, you are dealing with your husband, you are dealing with your children, you are dealing with your co-wives, you should understand at the back of your mind that all of us are fallible. Nobody is above mistake. So from time to time, somebody might mistakenly step on another person's toe. So you still have that at the back of your mind. That will help you to easily forgive another person. Meaning that despite our hard efforts, best efforts, we are fallible and we make mistakes. It is better to disagree and agree. Yeah, it is better to disagree and agree. It is part of life. You cannot do without quarrel in the house. Misunderstanding comes from time to time. You can't do without it. It's part of life. So what makes you a human being? What makes you a mature person? What makes you a child of God is the understanding at the back of your mind that nobody is above mistake. So you treat every action with empathy and compassion. That will help you to be better, to be in a better position to forgive another person. Now the third one, initiate reconciliation. Even when the offender is not showing concern or being remorseful, it shows your level of maturity and spirituality. Don't give gap for devil to set in. Because long-lasting malice is usually difficult to break. It will enter into another stage. In Igbo, we call it onaba ihe ihere, obana ihe ihere. At that point in time, you may not want to get closer to that person again, because if you go, it seems that you are weak or you are a weak person. That pride in us, that ego in us may not allow us again to go for reconciliation. So that is why when things happen, tackle it that time it happened and make sure that you settle the matter and then move freely. Unforgiveness is a sickness. Lastly, can one forgive and forget? Is a question. Can you easily forgive and then forget? Offense and forgiveness is like a wound and a scar. It is like a wound and a scar. You know, when you get wounded, after healing it, after treating it, and it gets healed, you see the scar on it. But that pain has gone. That is what offense and forgiveness looks like. It is not always possible to forget because of human memory, which acquires, stores, retains, and retrieves information or events, past events. One can always recall, but in true forgiveness, you can recall without feeling pain or resentment. You can recall without what? Feeling pain in your heart or any form of resentment. So to tell you that somebody can actually forget what has happened in the past unless that person has a lost memory. But if your brain is actually working, you know, our brain is our engine house. So something may trigger you to recall what actually that has happened in the past. So it is not an offense. But the difference between it and forgiveness is that when you recall, when you remember what somebody has done to you, you will not have pain in your heart again. You'll always say, I remember when this guy did me this thing or that, but I have forgiven. That one is a bygone. I've let go. That is forgiveness. So, my fellow women, I am advising for you to live a long life in good health. You actually need to have a spirit of forgiveness, a mind of forgiveness. That will help you to live a long life, to be free in life, and actually to move on. Because without forgiveness, you are mortgaging your peace. You are mortgaging your happiness. You can't move on in life. You keep on spoiling your days. Keep on spoiling even your destiny. Because if you hold any grudges against any person for a very long time, of course you cannot receive any favor from God. If you ask, the Bible says that the prayer of a sinner is like a filthy rag before the presence of God. You can only receive favor from God when you have forgiven or let go what another person has done to you. That is the only time God can answer your prayers. So I pray that today Jesus will make you to understand his words. You come to understand it is a very difficult thing to think about. Forgiveness is very difficult, but a beautiful decision to take in order to free yourself from bondage. So I thank God for this opportunity to speak to you, and I pray that you will understand it better. Let the Spirit of God speak better into your mind to understand what it takes to forgive. Forgiveness makes you a free human being. It increases your joy. It makes you a matured person. It elevates you. Some people will begin to appreciate you. Even people around you will take you as a role model. So please, from today, I beg you, understand that word and go by it. God bless you.
I get when people reach a banana. I do that. I should be. As a